Alright guys, I have the flu and I feel like shit right now, but I have so much sauce to share with you guys that I said fuck it and turned on the camera. For example, starting or managing a YouTube channel with a Google Chromebook or any Google product completely bypasses the 1 to 2 weeks of trust building at the beginning of a channel. Shit's pretty crazy, huh? So you know how a lot of gurus say you gotta warm up a channel first, you gotta watch videos, you gotta subscribe to them with the goal of building trust in your email or your YouTube channel. Well, you don't gotta do that shit no more. All you gotta do is go to Best Buy and get a $100 laptop, or again, any Google product you find, and start posting from that. And the reason for that is because all of Google's laptops and devices have a dedicated security piece called a C-Titan chip, or Titan C chip. So what the Titan C chip does is that it creates what's known as a hardware root of trust. So when you turn on your Chromebook, the Titan C chip will automatically start a verification boot. And it checks every single layer of your laptop, right? To see if there's bots, if there's any tampering, if there's any viruses. And it essentially does this every single time you start up the laptop. Now, why does the YouTube algorithm care about this? Well, number one is the anti-bot verification. Because the Titan C chip provides literally a signature with the Google algorithm, Google servers know for a fact that you are a human. And if you don't know, right now, one of the biggest issues with YouTube is trust. Because ever since AI came out, there's been a lot of bot farms or content farms. So YouTube wants to quadruple check if you're a human or not, right? But the chip literally bypasses that. Now a MacBook or a Windows PC, they don't have the Titan C chip. So that's why you have to manually start building trust with the algorithm. So yeah, using a Chromebook is the meta. Oh, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Romero. I've been running faceless YouTube channels since 2018. And since then, across all of those channels, I've generated over $2 million in ad revenue. Nowadays, I run Views for Income, which is one of the biggest YouTube communities in the world. This is where I show you my step-by-step blueprint on how I managed to grow YouTube channels. I also go live every single week and answer questions. And of course, you get sauce and updates like this way before everyone else. Link to check that out is going to be in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. It's 5 a.m. and I feel my fever going up right now. But we got to grind this out, boys. It's been a while. I haven't posted in like 3 weeks. Yeah, I literally haven't posted in 2 weeks. No bueno, boys, no bueno. But yeah, if you're struggling to get views or YouTube just stopped pushing your content, I'm going to give you guys some sauce. The first thing that it could be is your IP is shadow banned. Now listen, a lot of people say that being shadow banned isn't a real thing. Eat a bag of dicks, because it 100% is. But Google or YouTube, they don't call it shadow ban. They call it reducing recommendations of borderline content. And borderline content is their internal term for a YouTube channel or content that doesn't technically break their terms of service or their community guidelines, so their system doesn't fully trust it, right? So instead of just going and terminating and banning YouTube channels, the algorithm is programmed to, quote, demote it or reduce recommendations. And the number one way that they decide if they do this to your channel is based on your IP score. Now, your IP score can be affected by countless different things. For example, using cheap VPNs, launching a bunch of YouTube channels from the same Wi-Fi and device, or having viruses in your computer. Or the worst one, you just got unlucky because your internet provider gave you a dirty IP. And this happens way more often than you think. Now, if you're like me, you think that would never happen to me, right? My IP score is probably fucking top tier. Well, I recommend that you check it, bro, because I made a post in my school community where I asked members to go ahead and check their fraud score, which is the score of their IP. Out of 155 comments, less than half of them had a completely clean IP score, meaning that your IP score could be absolute dog shit and you just don't know it. Now, there are a few websites where you can check the score of your IP for free. Just ask ChatGPT what the best one is. Let's say you do have a low IP score. Here is how to fix it. Number one, the overnight router reset. So to do this, it's not just unplugging and plugging your router back in, okay? You wanna unplug it for at least 8 hours, because when you plug your Wi-Fi modem back, your internet provider usually gives you a completely new IP. And again, most providers do this depending on the time that it's been unplugged, but usually, in general, it's 8 hours. So you can try that and then check your score again. Option number two, let's say you don't have time to wait 8 hours and you need to upload it right now. Easy solution, mobile hotspot. So all you have to do is grab your phone, turn off the Wi-Fi, go to like your cellular data or whatever, go essentially just figure out how to turn on the hotspot on your phone and connect your laptop or PC, whatever it is that you are going to upload on, with that hotspot. Now, for those of you that don't know, Google heavily trusts networks that come from cell towers because they're constantly changing IPs and they're for sure backed up by a real person. So essentially, running channels via hotspot is the meta. That is the bulletproof way that you can do it. Now, I'm gonna reveal one of my biggest secrets. So in return, I want you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, okay? I never ask for that because I hate it, but I'm gonna drop some sauce here. This is a mobile hotspot. Now, AT&T and Verizon, at least here in Las Vegas, they're the only ones that provide mobile hotspots with unlimited data. So you wanna go and grab a few of these. And then when you connect it to your Chromebook, right? This is a shitty laptop that I got from Best Buy, probably like 150 bucks. This laptop here, with this mobile hotspot, connects to this channel that you're watching right now. These two devices do not interact with anything else. And that essentially keeps all of the channels completely clean and completely separate, right? Because they're different niches, different topics, different companies own them. So that's like the best way to keep everything safe. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if me sharing that could get me in trouble. Now, I know that this may be a little bit confusing for a lot of people, right? It's kind of like, holy shit, you know, laptops, mobile hotspots. I'm explaining it in like a more advanced way, right? I've been doing this for a long time. I have a full system and structure behind it. You don't have to launch it like this, right? What I recommend that you do is you launch a channel right now, and to know if you're shadow banned, to know if you need mobile hotspots or if you need any of the bullshit that I've said in this video, you will know within the first 3 uploads. Now, there's 2 possible outcomes when you launch a channel. Outcome number 1, you post 5 videos and nothing happens. That's a flop, right? Option number 2, you post 5 videos, the first 3 get a few hundred views, and then the last 2 get like 30, 40 views, completely dead. If option 2 is you, right, the first few uploads got views and then after that your channel kind of died, that's completely normal and that's a good sign. That means that the YouTube algorithm does trust your device, they do trust your IP. You just posted dog shit videos that didn't have enough high CTR and high EVD. Okay, so if you want to know, do I need all of the stuff that Romero is mentioning in this video? Well, not if you were option 2. But anyways, most of the things that I've mentioned in this video and the tips that I've been giving is, you know, kind of assuming that your videos are good, right? I'm just assuming that you're doing everything correctly and the algorithm just isn't pushing your content, which I'm going to step away a little bit from all this technical shit that I'm talking about and go more towards the content side. But first, I'm gonna give you guys more sauce, more low-key sauce that no one talks about. All I ask is that you like and subscribe. I'm saying it again, okay? Because I'm dropping a lot of fucking gems in here, bro. Even better, a positive comment telling me how much you learned in this video, how great it is, would help me deeply. Okay, so if you could leave a comment, that would be even better. Now, I'm not gonna go too much into detail, right? I'm just going to tell you to do it, right? And you can go ahead and figure it out later. You know, you could do your own research. But at the end of every single video, you wanna add like a slogan. For example, in the description of this video and all of my videos, I am going to add, this video is part of the Romero network that focuses on YouTube coaching and advice. I drop that in every single description of my videos, and guess what? Every single one of my videos is going to appear naturally in the up next section of YouTube. Now, make sure that your slogan is something legit, right? Because this is kind of a gray area, which is why I'm saying do your own research on it. I don't want to tell you guys to do anything against YouTube's guidelines, terms of service, or anything. But if you use it correctly, like a business, that will help you a solid amount. But anyways, going more towards the content side of it, let's talk about niches. Man, this one fucking kills me. You know, with everything that's been happening with faceless content and, you know, YouTube terminating a bunch of channels and a bunch of AI niches getting hit, it's kind of like, dude, do a normal fucking niche, right? Again, I've been doing this since 2018. The AI stories and, you know, the space niche, all of these random niches came out like a year and a half ago, right? This is new shit. That was not YouTube automation or faceless content, right? This came out of nowhere, of course, with 11 Labs, ChatGPT coming out, and everyone hopped into it because it was the easiest to make. That's been patched. That's over, right? If you think you're going to launch a YouTube channel that's AI stories and you show like 2 images for an hour-long video, that shit's not going to work. Everything went back essentially. We're back to the beginning sort of, where the niches of top 10 TV shows, where the niches of, interesting facts, of history, those things still work. There was this big group of people that were trying to exploit YouTube with AI. AI is supposed to be a tool. It's not supposed to make the content for you. And where 99% of people are failing nowadays is with the niche that they choose. Do something fucking cool. Here's an idea that nobody else has ever done. So I used to make top 10 videos about the TV show Shark Tank, Hell's Kitchen, the Gold and Silver Pawn Stars, Storage Wars, My Undercover Boss, and random shit like that. I had an idea a few months ago that I never did. This TV show here, House. Dr. House. Not a single YouTube channel exists where it's top 10 moments of it. I mean, there might be. It might be like Watch Mojo, but they don't really count. I'm pretty sure I even made a spreadsheet for this. Let me see. House video ideas. Yep, look at this. Moments that nearly got Dr. House arrested. 7 times Dr. House crossed the line. 10 times Dr. House was completely wrong. And you go through all of the episodes of this TV show and then make a comprehensive video. And you can use mine as an example of at least how it's supposed to look. So this one here is one of my channels. 9 things Corey inherited from the old man. That's what the title was. So you can go and check out the editing, the scripting, the voice of how I did this and literally implement it into Dr. House TV show. In a week from now, I know there's gonna be like fucking 50 channels doing the same thing. But yeah, that's a great idea, and it's original. And if you've watched that show before, it's good. If you watch this video like 3 months from now and a bunch of people already did it, sit back and be like, okay, what other TV show has no one done on YouTube? There's so many, dude. There is so many, and you can use AI to make the whole process quicker, right? You don't want it to do it for you because it's going to make absolute dog shit. It's going to hallucinate. Same things as always. But put some fucking creativity into it, man. Stop trying to go into those AI story niches. That shit's dead. YouTube hates it, and it's literally making it worse for everybody else because there's a bunch of channels getting caught in the crossfire. That also goes for people trying to get into the motivation niche, or the spirituality niche. For some reason, everyone is going for those niches. It's a fucking snooze fest. Do something cool, man. Have fun with this. How about instead of making a motivation YouTube channel, you use some fucking motivation and try to come up with something cool and original like this. Here's another piece of advice. Stop using cheap 11 Labs voices. YouTube is very aware of what 11 Labs is, and they are aware that there's hundreds of thousands of YouTube channels using the same exact voice. And those voices are typically the cheapest ones, the ones that don't use double credits. Go for the ones that use double credits. Go for the pro ones. There is a theory that YouTube does demonetize channels that use like the cheapest bottom of the barrel voices of 11 Labs. But if you use the high tier ones, the pro ones, I don't know what they call it, YouTube sees it as you investing money and actually taking it serious and using AI in like a business way. You know what I mean? So that's the theory behind that, which I think is true. So yeah, just do that. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark. Oh boy, yeah, we gotta cut the cameras, boys. Hopefully this video was good. Hopefully I entertained you and I educated you. But I'm about to pass out right now. I need some medicine stats.
Alright, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMMDodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.